In this video, we're going to go through on how to solve fraction problem sums using the equal fraction concept. Here's an example of an equal fraction concept question. 1/3 of the red paint is equal to 3/4 of the blue paint. The amount of blue paint is 60 milliliters less than the red paint. How much paint is there altogether? We are going to use the same numerator method. In using the same numerator method, the first step is to find out which fraction is equal. So, do you know which fraction is equal? If you said that 1/3 of the red paint is equal to the 3/4 of the blue paint, you are right. So, we're going to write it down, and then once you find out which fraction is equal, the second step is to make the numerators the same. I'm going to share how the same numerator method looks like. So, once you write the equation that looks something like this, the next part is to actually look at the numerators and find the lowest common multiple. Do you know what's the lowest common multiple of 1 and 3? If your answer is 3, then you're right. Since the blue paint has the numerator 3, then the only thing that we need to change is the red paint. We multiply the red paint's numerator and the denominator by 3, and this will give us 3 out of 9 red paint equal to 3 out of 4 blue paint. And you might be wondering, why do I need to do this? If we were to draw the red paint fraction as a model, it will look something like this. Then, since we know that 1 part out of 3 red paint is equal to 3/4 of the blue paint, the model will look something like this. So the blue paint has 3 parts equal to 1 part of the red. The thing is that if you want to solve this question, we need to make the red paint to be the same parts as the blue paint. That's why we multiply the red paint fraction by 3 for both the numerator and the denominator. This would then give us the new red paint fraction to be 3 out of 9, which is equal to 3 out of 4 blue paint. With this, now it's easier for us to solve the question, and that is why we make the numerators the same. Now you have a little better understanding of how to make the numerators and why we need to make the numerators the same. The next step is to convert the fractions to units. If you look at the denominator for the red paint, that means the total number of red paint is 9 units. If you look at the denominator for the blue paint, that means the blue paint is 4 units. Since we know the number of red and blue paint in terms of units, we can then move on to step 4, which is to solve the question. The question says the amount of blue paint is 60 milliliters less than the red paint, so that means the difference is 60 milliliters. Since we know the units, we can get the difference in units, and this will give us 5 units. Since the difference in units is the same as the difference in milliliters, that means it gives us 5 units equal to 60 milliliters. Then 1 unit will become 12 milliliters. Lastly, the question asks how much paint is there altogether, so that means we get the total number of units, which is 13 units, and we get the total amount of milliliters by multiplying 13 by 12. And this will give us 156 milliliters.